believe your film AFREEN has accumulated close to 60 awards and nominations. That's so incredible. I am sure you must be feeling on top of the world after so much success.
Well, I definitely feel humbled. I feel that my team, all my technicians, my actors, my writer, my cameraman, everybody, we all put in a ton of work. We had absolutely no idea that the film will win any award at all. But when you literally win awards from every part of the world, when people call you from Russia or from Germany or India, China, and they talk about scenes of your film, and then you're invited to these film festivals, and you are standing against like 1,000 films, and then your film gets your best film or best director, best cameraman. It's an amazing, overwhelming feeling, and absolutely feels great. But importantly, you want to go further, you want to do something better. So that, I feel, is where it leaves you. It leaves you with wanting to do better than before.
After such a strong film on anti-terrorism, I hear that your next feature is about human trafficking. Another strong but dark subject. Tell us about it.
Emily is a film on human trafficking, and human trafficking, according to me, when you're living in today's world, and when you think about sex slaves, when you think of 12-year, 10-year, 14-year-old girls being abducted and being forced into something like this, it upsets you, it bothers you. It's the most heinous crime in the world. I mean, drugs and whatever else has really no value as compared to how bad and how evil and inhumane sex slavery is. The film starts in New York in the fashion industry and goes all over the world. We go to parts of the US, we go to pretty much all over Europe, Russia, China, India, Dubai, everywhere. And we're trying to actually piece together the situation and see how we can make an impact.
From a glamorous thriller, Temptations, you switched to serious subjects like AFREEN and now Emily. How do you pick a subject for your films? What inspires you?
When you are a director, writer, cameraman, any of these, you're always looking at life in a very different perspective. You're always looking for ideas, you're always digging deep in. But I would think what I feel I dig deep into is things that bother me. And that, I feel, inspires me enough to make a movie. Because making a movie, you're involved passionately for maybe 2 years. So when we started AFREEN, I would think between me and my writer Mike, we must have worked for at least 1.5 years. And then, of course, the pre-production, locations and everything else. So you invest 2, sometimes 3 years in a project. So it has to come from within you. It has to, in my case, it needs to bother me. And things like terrorism, or now the film that I'm working on is Emily, which is human trafficking. These things actually trouble you, they bother you, they kind of go into your soul and upset you, and that's why you want to do something about it. So as a filmmaker, the target is to somehow make a difference.
Wow, obsessions. Sounds something like the film 50 Shades of Grey. Is it anything like that?
Well, it's not 50 Shades of Grey, but as the title goes, Obsessions, it's a very, it's an amazing film. It's a thriller. And in life, I believe that when you do something and you want to do it right, you need to be obsessed. You need to be passionate. So that is what Obsessions is. It's like a James Bond kind of a film, even though it's a thriller, but it's more like a James Bond film with gorgeous looking women, great looking guys, beaches, sports cars, you know, speedboats, and a lot of thrill. And you know, you're going to be on the edge of the seat throughout, and the feeling is going to be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So that is Obsessions.